Picture this, you wake up tomorrow morning, you walk into your kitchen, open the fridge, and it's completely empty. No cereal, no eggs, no coffee, no bread, no Uber Eats, no supermarket, nothing. If you want breakfast, you have one option: go outside and find it. Welcome to everyday life for almost every human that has ever existed. Here's something that might blow your mind. Humans have been around for roughly 300,000 years. Supermarkets, about 100 years. Agriculture, only about 10,000. That means for roughly 97% of human history, nobody farmed, nobody ordered takeaway, nobody had a pantry full of snacks. So what did people actually eat? Because despite what movies tell you, they definitely weren't eating mammoth steaks every night. So let's find out. The biggest difference between us and ancient humans isn't what we eat, it's when we eat. Most of us eat because it's breakfast, it's lunch, it's dinner. Ancient humans didn't eat because it was 6 o'clock. They ate because food existed. Some days they found a tree full of fruit, some days they caught fish, some days they killed an animal big enough to feed dozens of people, and some days they found absolutely nothing. Imagine skipping breakfast, lunch, dinner, then waking up tomorrow to do it all over again. That wasn't unusual, that was life. Humans evolved expecting food to be unpredictable. Hollywood has completely fooled us. Every caveman movie shows giant, hairy men chasing mammoths with spears. Did that actually happen? Probably. Did it happen often? Not really. Imagine risking your life against an animal weighing 6 tons, armed with a sharpened stick. One mistake and congratulations, you have become the mammoth's dinner. Large animals were incredibly valuable, but incredibly dangerous. Instead, ancient humans often hunted much smaller prey: fish, birds, rabbits, turtles, shellfish, lizards, even insects. Basically, if it moved, it was a potential meal. Here's where most people get it wrong. They imagine ancient humans eating meat all day, but researchers have found something surprising. For many groups, plants made up a huge portion of their diet: wild berries, nuts, seeds, roots, leaves, flowers, tubers, mushrooms. Depending on where they lived, some groups ate hundreds of different plant species every single year. Compare that to today. Think about everything you've eaten this week. It might be chicken, rice, bread, pasta, and maybe a banana. We have supermarkets with 30,000 products, yet most of us eat the same 20 foods over and over again. Ironically, ancient humans often had more variety than we do. You think you're adventurous because you tried sushi once? Ancient humans would have laughed. Honey was basically prehistoric dessert. The problem? It came with thousands of angry bees. Then there were insects: grubs, ants, beetles, termites. Not exactly five-star dining, but incredibly nutritious. And when they killed an animal, nothing was wasted. The heart, the liver, the kidneys, the brain, bone marrow, even the fat around the organs. Today we'd probably throw most of that away. Back then, that was often the most valuable part. So imagine your local supermarket only opened randomly, sometimes once a week, sometimes once a month, sometimes not at all. That's basically how nature worked. Winter, different food. Summer, different food. Rain, different food. Drought, completely different story. Ancient humans weren't choosing between Coke or Pepsi. They were choosing between eating this weird looking root or not eating. Food wasn't convenient, it was survival. Then, around 10,000 years ago, humans accidentally changed everything. Instead of wandering around looking for food, someone had a crazy idea. What if we grew it? That simple idea created farming, then villages, then cities, then kingdoms, then civilizations. For the first time, food became predictable. You could stay in one place, store grain, raise animals, feed more children, and in many ways, every modern city exists because someone decided that planting seeds was easier than chasing dinner. You've probably heard someone say, the paleo diet is what humans were designed to eat. But there's one small problem. Which humans? People living in frozen Europe ate completely different from people living near tropical beaches. Some survived mostly on fish, others on plants, others on meat. There wasn't one caveman diet, there were thousands. The real secret wasn't eating one perfect food, it was adaptation. Humans became the most successful species on Earth, not because we found the perfect diet, but because we could eat almost anything. So, what did ancient humans actually eat? The answer is whatever they could find before someone else found it first. Fruit, fish, nuts, roots, honey, birds, eggs, insects, shellfish, meat, even things most of us wouldn't go near today. There was no menu, no recipes, no cheat meals, just survival. And maybe that's the biggest lesson. Humans didn't conquer the planet because we were the strongest or the fastest. We conquered it because we were the most adaptable. And it all started with one question: what's for dinner? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to How It Actually Works, where we explain the world's biggest questions in the simplest way possible.